Hello Tenno, in this video we are revisiting our Orikin Excalibur. At this moment in time the channel is undergoing a rebrand, therefore we are recreating our videos. We hope that you enjoy the content. I would like to thank all of you for your continued support. For those of you who are not familiar with our Pantheon lore builds, we will include the Orikin Excalibur lore in the description. Our lore is not Digital Extreme official, it's just something we do at Pantheon to be different. Jumping into the build, as you can see, the aura mod that I selected is still charged. This aura mod complements Excalibur because it increases your overall melee damage by 60%. Not only does it increase your melee damage, but Excalibur's 4th ability Exalted Blade is also affected by the melee weapon that you choose to take into battle. For example, if you take an unranked, let's say Nekana Prime, with no mods equipped, you'll find that the Exalted Blade won't be as efficient as taking a Nekana Prime with a decent build. Depending on the build you choose to take, whether you build for max damage, or decide to balance the build with speed, this also affects Excalibur. For example, I have an Orpheus Prime build that compensates damage for speed, and this affects Excalibur because he swings faster when using Exalted Blade. I would recommend using weapons with a slash proc while using Excalibur, but it's not essential. You could also use melee weapons like Puncher or Impact. The reason I use Nekana Prime with this Orikin build is because of its slash proc. Plus I just love Nekana Prime. If you'd like to try different melee weapons, leave a comment to tell us which ones you prefer. The mod build doesn't stop there though. I've also equipped Power Drift, which gives a plus 15% power strength and a 30% chance to resist knockdown. This build also utilises the maxed out redirection of vitality. Both mods increase your Warframe's overall shield and health output by 440%. To increase this further, we have a maxed out Vigor, which gives an extra 120% to your frame's health and shield. Power mods include a maxed out Prime Flow and Continuity, which gives you a 275% power max and duration. Radio Blind now lasts for 23.25 seconds, which is ideal for getting out of those hard to handle situations. Radio Blind is great for finisher damage and blinding enemy combatants in a 360-degree radius. To increase the range of this ability, I've added a Stretch, which grants a 45% extra power range. Streamline and Intensify grants you a 30% power efficiency and strength, and the passive ability for Excalibur means that he deals increased damage and attacks faster when wielding swords. This Orikin Excalibur currently has 4th armor installed. This build is still in prototype stages, and despite this he is one of my go-to frames. This build is a great overall build to use, but in the past Excalibur was one of the most underrated Warframes that a player could have in their arsenal. Now I have come across more players who use Excalibur, and why not? Excalibur will serve you when you operate to the fullest of his abilities if you mod him right, and I guarantee if you use this build or others similar, you will love him. If you use slash proc melee weapon, Excalibur's Exalted Blade is very effective against Infested. As we know, slash is the best damage type to use against the Infested, but be careful, as they have disruptors and will drain you and your energy pool, so using Exalted Blade is a great way to counter them at a distance. Another useful tactic while using this build is Radio Blind. With increased range you can keep your distance safely while maximising damage using either primary, secondary or Exalted Blade. As you can see, I'm battling the Infested and we actually survived until 40 plus minutes using these tactics. If you're the type of Tenno who wants to dominate the leaderboards, Excalibur has decent crowd control abilities. Although if you wanted, you could combine his Radio Blind with other Warframes and their abilities, for example Ember's World on Fire, Nova's Molecular Prime. The list is endless. As you progress and start to understand Warframe, you will learn that your team is as important as your loadout. Orikin Excalibur is an asset to any team, and if you're experienced enough, he can even control the map and help the team in various ways. Our Excal build isn't just about what he looks like or how powerful he is. If you check the description of the video, you can actually read about him, as we at Pantheon try to be different and write a lore about a Warframe alongside his official lore. As this video draws to a close, if any of you are watching and you play on Xbox Live, why not join our official community club called Pantheon Nation, where there are monthly 1000 platinum giveaways, daily updates on not just Warframe but on our other projects. You can even get your own work shared in the club and get it advertised for being a member, or you can actually take part in Pantheon projects. If you have Facebook, send a join request to Warframe Community Xbox One. The link will be in the description. And also, for those of you that are low Tenno or Tenno clans, if you'd like, why not be a part of Pantheon Nation? This is the clan and this is the alliance. If you'd like to join, just leave a comment or message me on Xbox Live. My GT is PNX Vector X. Okay guys, you have been amazing. I've been Vector, out.